Hello, what's up? My name is Evan, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the exact method that allowed me to close 2 GO creators in 1 week. In this video, I'm going to be talking about 4 things: why DM outreach is the best way to find ideal creators, common mistakes and misconceptions when it comes to doing outreach, best DM outreach method as of 2025, and how to build trust and connection in the DMs. So, first is why DM outreach is the best way to find ideal creators. And I've tested a bunch of outreach methods: calling, email, DMs, LinkedIn. If you're in the SMA space, you probably do LinkedIn a bit more. If you're doing GO, probably not so much, but I have friends in the who are doing SMA, so I got some data on that. But I've mostly been doing email and DMs. And to be honest, email outreach is decent, but when you're just starting out, trying to find your first or second creator, then your priority really should be just doing volume. And you're just not going to be able to send enough emails a day. And DMs, you can send like 30, 50 a day. Your ideal creator should be on Instagram anyway. So if he or she is not up to date with using Instagram or is not super tech savvy, then he and she is probably not going to be a very good fit. So next is common mistakes or misconceptions when it comes to doing outreach. So not doing enough volume. And it does not matter how well thought out your opening message is. If you're only sending 10 to 15 messages a day, you're not going to be able to close a creator or client. So it's actually not just because it decreases your likelihood. You're also not going to be able to get enough metrics for yourself to actually figure out what works for you. Think about it like, let's say you send 10 messages a day and you get around 1 response a day, because that's that's typically like the response rate, right? Send 10 messages, get 1 response, and let's say you do go through the whole chat. That is not enough metric, or at least not enough data for you to actually figure out like, hey, these are some of the tweaks they need to make. Because doing outreach is not like a copy and paste method, right? I can share my exact outreach method, but there are going to be tweaks, little tweaks you're going to make depending on your niche, the kind of lingo that you need to use. And so when you send a lot of volume a day, that's going to actually give you the right amount of metrics you're going to need to quickly make those changes and close your creator quick. Next is dreading outreach. So this is a mindset thing, and I've been there before. I was in a situation where I hated doing outreach. I was complaining to all my bros and I who were also doing the same thing. We were all just like complaining about doing outreach. Oh, I can't believe we're doing outreach. It's so dreadful. I hate doing this. I wish I just closed the creator now. But think of it as you are building up your skills to actually start an online business. You are building the correct skill that you need to actually start an online business. Because if you're not able to close a client for yourself, what makes you think that you can service deliver for when you actually do close a creator, right? And sure, like let's say you do by some luck close a creator, good. But then when you don't actually have the skills, you're not going to make any money for your creator. You're going to get dropped. Or let's say you do actually you make some money for the creator, and then let's say, touch wood, the creator, like something unfortunate happens to him and you lose the creator, right? If like for me, if I lost my clients, I know that I can get more clients, right? And so it's a mindset that you need to, like, when I approached it in a way where I had to prove to myself that I actually need, like, this is what is required of me to actually start, start an online business. And that's honestly, it's like the starting point, right? And there's so many of guys out there who have closed with zero leverage, no personal brand whatsoever, and still close multiple creators. And I closed 2 creators in the span of a week. And so with no personal brand, like you see my Instagram, I only have like 600 followers. And if you are able to close a creator, right, who has like hundreds, thousands of followers, and you having zero leverage, you know that for sure you have the skills to then service deliver for them and actually, carry on running an online business. So the moment I actually switched to that mindset, I was just able to really just lock in on doing outreach, sending 30 plus messages a day, because I understood that that's what it took. So next is the best DM outreach method as of 2025. So this is the exact method that I use in 2025. I did this in like December, and I recently did it again, and it worked. It still works. So first things first, you want to optimize your Instagram. Profile pic, bio, highlights, posts. You want to, basically, you just want to look like a human, right? You don't want to look like some kind of bot or like some scam website page, right? So in profile picture, actually have your face, your bio, actually look like a human. Just put your name, your location, some of your hobbies and interests, what you do, then your highlights and posts, and just actually look like a human. And actually, another thing is that you don't always have to go ahead and like put entrepreneur and be like, oh, I help coaches, scale the business to 10K per month. Because what that does is it actually sends off alarms in your head. And so you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot by saying like, oh, I help coaches scale 10K per month. When honestly, just put like your hobbies, like if you like baseball or basketball, just go and put down there, you're from Canada, for example, and basketball, baseball, whatever it is, and just actually look like a human without actually sending off alarms, because people hate being sold to, right? And so when you actually look like you're trying to sell something already based on your profile, then that could be, sending some alarms off in the head. So actually just having like a chill Instagram account and actually look like just a regular dude, a real regular dude, that's going to be the best. And the next is script leads in the morning and then send out messages. Script leads in the morning because I realized that scripting leads actually take up a little bit more energy than actually sending out messages, right? So when you actually do script the leads, in the morning it probably take you like 30 to 1 hour to scrape like 50 pretty solid leads, and then just send out messages. That should be pretty quick. And so yeah, bait and switch method, that's what we're going to be talking about today. And bait and switch, and I explain it, you understand what it means. So bait, essentially what we're trying to bait them with is an incentive, right? Because we're not going to go straight into pitching a whole thing. This is what we do, I'm selling this, blah blah blah. So for example, a bait could be, do you have any fitness coaching available at the moment? So the reason that works is because they then think that, oh, this guy potentially wants to buy something from me, and so they see it as monetary gain. So then they go ahead and open it and be like, yes, actually I do offer one-on-one, or I do offer coaching. Great. And so you send a second message, you send a second lead question. So the reason that we want to send one more like follow-up question is because you actually want them to get mentally invested. Because when you actually have a bit of a back and forth going, then you actually are able to get them a bit more mentally invested in you and kind of like remember your name a bit more. Hopefully that makes sense. And then we go ahead to actually switching. And so over here is an example of what I usually say in my switch. So this is generally a pretty good framework of what you should follow, and I'll explain why I said what I said. So sure, you could copy and paste this, but I actually want to explain the framework that goes behind it so that you can actually make your own tweaks and understand what will work for you. So basically, all you want to do is give them autonomy, right? Humans always want autonomy, right? And so we actually say like, oh, cool if I shoot you over the Loom. Cool if I shoot a free video for you. And then it's like a yes or no question. You'll be like, oh, sure. But then also, when I say free and quick video, free is because like no strings attached, right? And also quick, it's pretty much the same thing. When it's like quick, then when you say quick, and then what goes in their head is that they are then not obliged to like give you anything back in return, right? Because people are scared to like give you money, or they're scared if like there are strings attached, right? So when you actually just say free quick video, it's like chill, it's casual, sure. So then they actually be like, oh yeah, sure, it's chill, free quick video, I don't mind watching. And then it's like chill vibe. And then they either say yes or no, and they actually send the video. And you see, as you can see in my first message, I don't usually you could put some sort of testimonial. You can be like, oh yeah, I generated 10K in a week, for example. I actually don't say that, because in my niche, so in this niche particularly, I was doing a music niche. So in this niche, I think it kind of throws off, their vibe, and it signs off those alarms that I was just talking about in their head. That I was talking about, right? In their head. And so 10K per month in 1 week, when you're doing like music niche or like a UGC niche, that might like throw your cater off a little bit. But then if it's like making money online niche, then that might work. So like I said, it really depends on your own personal tweaks, right? And so for me, I literally just said, oh, I'm an online marketer, and that that's what resonated best with the niche that I was doing outreach on. And so yeah, then they say yes to the Loom. So that's when I'm going to talk about how to build trust and connection in the DMs and actually get on a call with the creator and close the creator. So you want to give as much value as possible in your Loom. And I heard a lot of people saying like, oh, just send like a 1 or 2 minute quick Loom, you don't want to waste your time. But no, I actually send like 8-10 minute Looms. And the reason that I actually can record and send 8 to 10 minute Looms is because I give so much value, right? You're scared of them clicking off the video. That's because people click off if it's not applicable to them, right? If it's not relevant to them, if they feel like they're not benefiting from that, right? So if your Loom is just packed with value, imagine a video that's just 8 minutes, fully packed with value, right? They're just going to be that much more invested in you and that much more thankful for you. And then you'll see how that is going to build that connection with the creator. So you really want to pack as much value as possible in that Loom. And basically, you want to make it super personalized, right? You're going to go on Instagram, pick out what it is, what's good or what's bad, what is it they can do, the exact funnel that could be best suited for their specific situation. And that's really what's gonna attract their attention and actually trust you. And I kid you not, the 2 creators that I closed within that week mentioned that the reason that they hopped on the call with me, the sales call, was because I actually sent a personalized Loom and then they liked the Loom video. And that's exactly why. So I actually sent 8 to 10 minute video. And then from there, once you actually do get them to actually watch the Loom, so you follow up until they actually do watch the Loom, and then from there you just book the call and then close them on the call. I'm going to be releasing more content on how I run my info offers, so subscribe if that interests you, and if you have any more specific questions, just DM me and I'll answer them.